Hey everyone, Father here with another backyard baseball game and video. Just coming off an exciting win over the Seattle Mariners, who prefer to go by the Montana Floss. So we are at 3-6 against our human opponents in the season. Obviously, looks different with this 9-0 in the in-game record, but not too disappointed, honestly, to be sitting at 3-6, considering how some of the games this season have gone. We put up our best performance so far against the Mariners, and we'll be looking to keep something going against the Brewers this week. I think their home field is Scrapco. Have to see as we get into it. So let's go ahead and do that. Warmed up for my game today by playing a round of Slay the Spire and got my butt kicked doing that, so probably a good omen for this game, I would think. Alright, so no good or bad days other than the standard Marky and Billie Jean stuff. I think here we don't mind hiding Raphael in right field, so we will go ahead and do that. And I think all the rest of this is just how I want it. We could hide Raphael at second base instead, but I think this will be fine. And after our success last week, I am just leaving our batting order exactly how it is. And running like that. And let's see how the Brewers are doing today. Looks like a bunch of pretty much everyone at their normal ratings. No small batting boost for Tracy Hoban, so I'll have to keep that in mind, but otherwise nothing noticeable, good or bad. And so our rough kind of plan for this one is try to hit a lot of home runs into left center field. I've tended to enjoy playing here, and it's basically a clone of a fence structure, at least, at playground. So hopefully we can put some good runs on the board and have some of our faster players get on base to set up the more powerful hitters. And so I think that's all I want to do. So let's get into this one. Of course, have Marky on the mound for us. We've got to deal with Nomar's arm swing on the mound. Cheryl is showing up as a bad day. Nothing I could tell from the stat screen, but worth keeping in mind as we take first pitch ball. Cheryl's actually a pretty almost a traditional leadoff hitter because she can take a ton of walks because nobody seems to want to throw strikes to her. As we go up 2-0 on a pitch that looks kind of like it caught the corner to me, but we'll take it. Don't really want to actually take walks with Cheryl, but looks like we might be going in that direction right now. That's fair, it's gone, but it goes foul. Man, she crushed that one too. And yes, I violate the unwritten rules of baseball by swinging with a 3-0 count. And she clobbers that one out towards right field, and it looked well over that fence and bounces off that building in right field. Garage, I guess. And Cheryl starts things out with a bang. Solo shot that we are happy to start with. 678 feet. Wow. I mean, it bounced off the roof and everything. I'm sure is what helped with that, but she also just knocked the crap out of the ball. So we're glad that we didn't end up taking a walk there, obviously. Could have not paid off, but Nomar, angry now, fires a fastball low and away that just catches the corner for strike one on Whitney. That one was about what we would want. And with a little bit of sprinting, we were able to get Whitney to first base safely. And that, again, is what we want because we've got a couple power hitters up next in Raphael and Davey. Raphael first. I think that's going to be a strike, yeah. Wicked hook from Nomar. But not really a pitch I was looking to swing at, so I just didn't. Probably the same thing on that one. Man. A couple perfect pitches from Nomar, putting Raphael down 0-2. And I pretty much had to swing at that one. Not going to go far enough, so really just, if we get lucky, he might drop it, but did not. But at least he hit it far enough that it was easy for Whitney to retreat back to first base once it was caught. So no real damage done there. As Davey Marion now comes up to the plate. On line drive, but he kind of just popped that one up towards right field. Catch is made by his clone, Francis Bluer. So I thought that was going to be a better pitch to hit than it ended up being. And that puts us in this 2-out situation with just Whitney on first base. Not really interested in testing the strong arm of Tracy behind the plate. Swung at the wrong time on that one with Markey as we go down 0-2 once again. Markey puts that one down the line. Perfect placement. I think Whitney can even go all the way around to third. No further than that, though. So runners on first and third now for Mr. Sean Green. Not the worst situation to be in. But I think Sean got pretty close, but didn't make great contact on that power swing with a closed stance, unfortunately. And so our side is retired despite a little bit of life shown. And Cheryl hit a home run to start things off, and then hits from a couple others. Bring Markey in to pitch for us here in bottom of the first with PJ Sharif leading off for the Brewers. And he goes down on 3 straight slow balls for strikes. Good start for Markey. A more dangerous hitter in Brenda Markart up next. So we're going to lead off at least on a slow ball. She rockets one up the middle that bounces off of Markey. And Sean is able to get to the ball and stand back up from his kind of dive, I think he did at least. Make the throw to first to just beat Brenda, running towards first. Oh man, sorry, I gotta pause it for a sec. Laughing at that. So, bounced off of Sean. Looked like it either bounced off of him again when he stood up, or maybe bounced off of Lena, who had come over to help. And one of the two made the catch to put out Francis Bluer, which is a nice way to start things off. I'll take that pitch with Lena. Looked a little lower than that to me, but lower than that to me. These hooks killing me. Nice pitch from Nomar. 0-2 on Lena now, so gonna have to be a bit more defensive at the plate. That one looked like a good one to try to line over the fence and left, but alas, fouled it off instead. That one looked like it was staying outside, just barely did. So, nice take, but risky. Pretty much had to swing at that one. Might have stayed outside, but I think his pitches have a lot of movement in general, so. Lena lines that one just foul. Might have been for the best. Not sure if she would have been able to make it to first there. And not much coming up behind her if she does get stranded on base. Nice job of prolonging this at bat, though. And ends up putting a really nice swing on the ball. Out towards center. Whew, just made it into second safely. That was a great job from Lena. Continues to be inconsistent, but often impress me this season. Cindy Chang up and fouls off at first pitch. Hopefully with a runner on second, we could get them to just throw directly to second. No. Alright, so Cindy out. Lena still at second base. Her grounder was a little bit too powerful, and Nomar was able to field it just fine. Bringing up our number 9 batter, Billie Jean Blackwood, who's the first pitch. Might have been a ball, but I think with a strike. With the current base running situation, easy enough to be swinging away with Billie Jean. No real danger to Lena at second base, and we might end up getting lucky and get Billie Jean on. It's a pretty solid grounder swing on the ball. They do decide still to make the throw over to first, though, and Billie Jean was too slow to reach base safely. So just one runner on for Cheryl, leading back at the top of the order. Oh, and she just pops it up. It's unfortunate. Looked like a good pitch to hit. Could have used a couple more runs from a well-hit ball there, but it's not to be. So no runs in the second. And we're coming back up to the Brewers offense now. And Parker crushes that, but not quite out. Phew. That was pretty scary. We're happy to come away from that with a single. Maybe it was catchable in front of the fence, but we're okay. We're okay with him getting to first base. Just glad to have not let the Brewers tie things up here. Seem to be solving Marky's slow balls. What? I don't know how I messed that up with Cheryl, for one thing, but I think I was just kind of surprised that Parker was trying to steal. He's not all that fast, but Cheryl's throw is pretty weak. After I'd derped around a little bit, running around behind the plate, but hopefully it will not come back to bite us with Nomar going down on 3 straight slow balls, and now Tracy Hoban up at the plate. You steal third, Parker, you're going to get thrown out. Probably. 2 quick strikes on Tracy. And switch. I think this is our first non-slow ball of the game. She does make contact, but it looks like even slow Billie Jean is able to make that play just fine. This does bring up Carlos Delgado with 2 outs now and a runner on second still. Whiffs a slow ball inside for strike 1. And now we're going to do some pitch mixing to hopefully minimize the risk of dangerous situation. And thanks to my only recently learned trick of you can just click on a base and your fielders will go try to catch the ball for you. Cindy positioned herself where I did not have to, and she made the catch. So very happy to get out of that as I whiff at a pitch pretty far outside the strike zone. Not a great job by me. For strike one with Whitney. I managed to take that one for a ball though. We want to put some more runs on the board in this inning. Wasted the opportunity with Cheryl, but have most of the rest of our, all the rest of our strong hitters are the next up. So Omar gets us inside with a hook, making the count 2-2 after a couple wild ones. And we just kind of had to swing. That one does go foul. Which is probably a good thing. It's a little too close to Tracy for, I think, even her to mess that one up. This one might be in a good spot. As Nomar launches the ball off of Carlos's head at first. And I did have to waste a good bit of stamina there, unfortunately. Yeah, he is pretty beat. So let's dive her in right now, Raphael. Good take on that outside pitch that I was tempted by, but thought it was going to stay outside. That one also looks like a ball. Could have taken that one for ball 3, but thought it was going to be a little bit higher. It still wasn't a great pitch to hit, but that one was a very nice pitch to hit. Don't think it's out though, no. And I'm going to have to leave Raphael at first for a long single, but that does enough to get Whitney around from second base, which accomplishes the one of the parts I was worried about of just having her be really tired. Hopefully we'll cover some stamina now. And Davy Marion is up, so we are swinging away. So far, just 2 more balls thrown by Nomar. Dang it. Maybe this is one of those we can get lucky on. Oh, phew. Nomar made a poor throw there, at least, but we're expecting more from Davy on that pitch, I would think. Well, I kind of feel like I need to be swinging power with Markey. Try to put it over this left field fence and not strand Raphael on base, but maybe that's too greedy. Yeah, well, we're on 2 strikes. I'm just going to line it and trust that we can at least get out of this without getting doubled up, but maybe that's a ambitious plan. Markey does put a pretty good swing on the ball, but not quite far enough. That's going to bring up Sean Green with 1 runner on, of course. Sean is going to try to go deep, but instead just kind of pop it up to Nomar. Looks like he'll be able to make this catch. Yep. So just 1 more run, and we'll be repeating the same pattern we did earlier and having Lena lead things off. Gotta figure out a way to break through a little bit more here. Like Nomar's been pitching pretty well for them. I'll probably, I don't know who their second pitcher is generally. Maybe it's just his clone, Brenda. Marky can cover a lot of ground with his playing with Billie Jean boost. That's a pretty nice one. Made the play from all the way over on the third baseline. Didn't look like Fred Davey at third. He was not, did not seem very interested in charging that one.
Get ready. Here comes the fanciest player.
Monkey with his fanciest pitch is called for a strike on the outside corner. We're just kind of lobbing slow balls in to Vincent. Didn't seem too interested in swinging until that one. And he goes down on strikes for Marky's third so far. Back around to the top of the Brewers order, but still the not particularly horrifying PJ Sharif at the plate. He hits a little trickler to the pitcher, I believe they would say, and we are able to put him out at first. Easy play for boosted Marky. And go now to the top of the fourth. Still leading 2-0. Nina takes the first pitch, strike. Was pretty sure it was a strike, but wasn't quite what I was looking for. That one was, but fouled it off. I was trying to get all of that one. Almost close, but thought it was inside. And thankfully it was. 1-2 for Lena. 2-2 on a pitch well outside. Nomar getting a little high on pitch count, but only giving up the 2 runs, so they're probably not taking him out particularly soon. Now a full count for Lena. Puts a solid swing on the ball out towards left field. It's kind of into the shift, but they didn't actually do anything about it, so it's going to be a little tough to move her around much with Cindy and Billie Jean, our 2 batters. It was a strike and didn't want to switch out on my close stance because that's what we're going to try to get lucky with here. I mean, obviously a walk would be the easiest way to get Cindy on base in this situation, and without also putting Lena out. That was pretty well located, though. I had sprinted a little bit with Lena. She might have been able to make it. They flubbed the first play, but didn't fall over, so she was still close enough to make the play there. Maybe I put Billie Jean on power, it'll throw off their defensive alignment. So we're going to take that pitch. Nope. Cindy very much forced to turn around there. And they do make a swap over to Carlos Delgado. I guess it's actually a better pitcher pitching rating-wise, at the very least. And she put it pretty much where I wanted her to. Carlos ran faster over there and made a better throw than I was expecting from him, but at least able to move Cindy over to second and bring up Cheryl Reynolds. Gonna take that hook for a strike. Nice pitch from Carlos. Stupid pitching motion. Aye, that one was a tough one to hit in any circumstance, so I was taking it, but got me on the corner. That one, don't think is going to go far enough. Just barely not. Oh, but he flubbed it. Excellent. We accept gifts occasionally. Sure. Pop that one a long ways up in the air and almost far enough. Whitney here, sorry, is going to be trying to do something like that, but Vincent's got a good arm. Nomar trying to cover first base was way off, though, and Carlos tried to run over and help. Also Nomar seems to be exhausted. He wasn't getting anywhere close to first, so a little bit lucky there, but pick up a single. Rafael watches a pitch go by for ball one. Good opportunity for him here. And don't think he quite delivered. Man, that's such a short field, too. Ugh. Well, that was our chance to start breaking the game open a little bit, at least, but Rafael let me down and stranded 2 runners on. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, still only up 3-0. We have Sean and then Lena coming up to start the next inning. That was probably too good of a pitch to leave there for Brenda, but she didn't do anything with it anyways, and just grounds that one. Billy Jean is unfortunately making the play. Oh, I managed to get Markey in a spot where he didn't just let the ball go by him like pitchers tend to do. So we do retire Brenda successfully, as Frances Bluer is now up at the plate. She whiffs at a slow ball inside for strike 1. And fouls off a left hook on the outside part for strike 2. Trying a right hook inside and manage our 4th strikeout. And back up Parker Collin, who hit one a long ways, but just off that fence and left. And then I apparently have go foul. Phew. Alright, we are not throwing any more slow balls to Parker. But maybe it doesn't matter, and he'll just hit the heck out of anything. Fouls that one off. Davey might. Davey was able to catch it in foul ground. Nice having a lot of range on your third baseman in that situation. A very nice catch. Well, though he has been struggling at the plate today, and I will be trying a line drive with nobody on to lead off the inning. Oh, I thought that was going to bounce foul. He made it to first. He has had some lucky hits this season. I don't know how that ball didn't go foul. I think that's a weird bounce off of this kind of dirt field. And then Nomar was just not coming after the ball at all. I think he's going to take a first pitch ball. Davey with that kind of falling over from Brenda at second. Might have been able to take second base, but don't get to try again, so. Markey hits it right at Nomar, but he messes up the play. That will put us with Runners on first and second. A little lucky with some defensive failings by the Brewers, but now we take what we can get. I think I gotta try to swing line drive. Puts a nice swing, but it's not gonna clear Brenda. But
You can do it.
all right, another error, and now we have bases loaded for Lena. I'm trusting to make good contact with a line drive swing. Fouls off, a pretty nice pitch to hit on the inside part of the plate. Takes a ball very high. Got this, Lena. Just hits a grounder, but it might be good enough to get everyone safely, and it is. Alright. Not pretty necessarily, but still no outs in the inning. And, you know, bases loaded for Cindy Chang. Not who we would like to be up right now, but with how this defense has been going, maybe she can make something happen. Fouls off. Second pitch after taking the first for strike, so it does go down 0-2. And whiffs. I think this is a situation where I just have to strike out with Billie Jean, grounding into a double play with bases loaded. And Cheryl up next just feels terrible. If I mess up with Cheryl, I mess up with Cheryl, but she definitely has the best chance of putting something together. I do feel bad for you, Billie Jean. It's been a rough season, but hopefully next year you're not on Marky's team and you can be a solid first base option for somebody once again. She's got enough speed, and she's even faster than Mike Delgado. Her 8 batting is not nearly as good as Delgado's 8 batting. Hopefully this will end up paying off. Well, that's not quite what we would have wanted. But still going to be a 2 RBI single from Cheryl, so hard to be too upset with that. Let's give us a 6-0 lead. We have Whitney come up. She's been doing pretty well. It's that one a little farther than I would have wanted. Couldn't quite get everybody to their bases successfully, so put a lot of hits together, and there's a few more runs at least to go up 6-0. So we come into the bottom of the 5th now. I've not been able to take advantage of what I feel like is a pretty easy left field fence to hit the ball over, but we're showing more power off at Sandy Flats last week, which is strange to me. A couple of good pitches from Marky to put Nomar down 0-2. Didn't quite get the call on that one, so we'll try a left hook on the outside corner instead. I did make decent contact, but Marky ran over and made the play. For the first out, bringing up Tracy Hoban. Very scary behind the plate as a catcher. Not quite as threatening at the plate, but did put a good swing on that one. Hopefully Cindy was able to run over and make the play for me. Emphasis on making the play for me, as I would easily have messed that up trying to do it manually. Bringing back up pitcher Carlos Delgado for his second at-bat. I'm assuming he's at least a little bit tired, but he's actually been pretty efficient with his pitches, I feel like. Nomar was pretty wild early on, but that has not been plaguing Mr. Delgado. Oh no. Go off the fence? I think it's going to go off the fence. Alright. That one was well and truly clobbered by Carlos. But luckily not to left field, and we were able to hold him to a single pretty easily. And if there was any pitch that could be clobbered by Artie, it would probably be that one, but it was still not. So easy put out at second base, and we move things along to the top of the sixth now. To still have these 3 outs to try to add to our run total here, starting with Rafael. Swing and power, of course. I'll take that pitch. That's a ball. Yeah, that was a nasty hook from Carlos. Didn't feel like I did do much about it. Oh yeah, I forgot we struck out twice at the end of that inning. Rafael with a hard liner out towards right. I think Francis can make this throw in. Yeah. If I had been sprinting, maybe could have made it, but I don't even know that I wanted him on base, so I've had the most luck swinging line drive with Davey, I think. He's just so, he's fast enough that I think it's worth it. I've tried to swing grounder with him and ends up just popping it up anyways, so no point in that. Also get these crazy wild pitches all of a sudden from Carlos. He's probably scared of Davey. 3 straight balls now. Walk's not too bad, and Markey's been making pretty good contact. Yep, looks like, oh, okay. Nice pitch from Carlos. Thought it was going to be a 4th ball, but not quite. He fouls that one off to go to a full count as Carlos has battled back from the mound. Pops that one up. Looks like it's going foul and far enough away from everyone that there's no real danger. Would have been a single if it had stayed fair. It's a nice swing on that. I think Brenda's going to get to it, but she does not successfully make the catch. I feel like I might have been able to make it to second with how all that worked out, but we will try to leave runners on base for our next couple batters. Markey does about what I would have wanted him to do there. I think he's even going to get away with a double. Yep. Nice job all around. I got Davey all the way home. Maybe. With first base open and just the 1 out, feel okay. Line drive swing with Sean. He has a nice swing that is going to get caught, unfortunately. Ends up just kind of being a sack fly for Davey to come all the way around. Sean has struggled a little bit today, unfortunately. Well, I guess it was the center fielder that caught it, so not a big deal. But Nina with a little grounder. I don't think she can beat. Oh, she can't. They messed up. So, not a great situation still because of who we have coming up next in the order. But you never know what could happen. I guess Cindy could just ground out to Tracy. We don't have to worry about seeing what Billie Jean could have done. Alright, so just a 7-0 win on our end. I don't really expect that to be good enough, but you know, we had a couple more opportunities that didn't take advantage of, and as has been the case pretty often, we also got away with some AI mistakes, so it could have been worse too. So we'll take our 7-run performance and see what happens against our human opponents playing as the Brewers. I think they had already submitted their game, so I'll get to see that pretty quickly. As we have, so far at least, avoided any more catastrophes from the Brewers' batters. By any more, I mean, there really haven't been any true catastrophes yet, but they've had a couple close to home run, ultimately singles. With those selection of power-up pitches, I don't really want to waste or try to go for that, but we'll pick up a 5th strikeout from Markey on a heat inside towards Brenda to finish off the Brewers. And that will be our final score, 7-0. No real standout performers that I could really think of. Lena reached base every time. That was pretty nice. Markey hit pretty well. Cheryl did pretty well. Of course, the 1 home run was with nobody on. Man, only 1 home run in general feels rough. I think the struggle from Raphael after a great game last time out, and that was kind of sad. And definitely impacted our run scoring. And a lot of opportunities. 18 hits is pretty good for us for this season, I think. Yeah, so we're through 10 games, so our average, including this game, is like 15.6, so above average in that department. And the 1 home run is actually below average. Cheryl finally caught up with the magical Lena home runs. Been a very interesting season for Lena. Poor Billie Jean, only batting 193. Anyways, that will do it for me in this one. Thanks for checking it out. No, you're not so fixed.